Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of One Piece, which is on episode 960. I've been waiting for this episode for a very long time, and I am very much looking forward to the next episode and the next episode after that. I'm pretty excited to see how Toei handle this, and even though there'll be a lot of filler scenes, as long as it flows correctly, I'm alright with it, you know? And yeah, I'm pretty sure any manga reader who has been watching One Piece for a long time or been reading One Piece up to this point, has been waiting for this to happen, and I'm looking forward to see every episode happening, Alright, enough of me overhyping it too much. Let's just get this started. We have to that Kurozumi Orochi. It looks like to me he knows what the nine samurai red samurai are planning. Thanks to the information he's been given, he managed to seem like he destroyed the Thousand Sunny, destroyed the bridges and everywhere else along with the ships to make sure they won't be able to go after Onigashima, or do a raid on Onigashima. And we have to eventually we go back to a present time where Kinemon and the other remaining red samurai are gonna continue their path to Onigashima anyway, because apparently if they don't do this now, and even if they wait one more year, that's gonna be too late, because they're gonna take back Udon and everything else, and everything will go to hell. Momonosuke was ordered by Kinemon and the others to go live with Hiyori and strike back when the time is right, Unfortunately for Momonosuke, he doesn't want that to happen, and he tries to order them to obey his command, but the Red Samurai, unfortunately, will not listen, because everything they did up to this point must not be wasted, even if they had to go by themselves, Then we go back to a flashback where we get to see Kozuki Oden, and he's the kind of guy who wants to leave the country illegally because he wants to explore the world, that kind of thing. Eventually, we get to see some scenes with Suro-chan and Kinemon's wife, etc. And I thought it was pretty cool to see them there, and etc. Eventually, Suro-chan gets introduced to a little baby white boar, which apparently is offspring to the mountain god, which I will get to just a moment, and I thought it was pretty hilarious, and I'm looking forward to see how this goes out, and the way how they did it was just perfectly nicely done. Good job, Toei. But aside from that, we get to know that Kozuki Oden's is most likely a strong delinquent kind of guy. We get to know his accomplishments down the road, When he was barely 1 year old, he sent his nanny flying. When he was 2 years old, he caught 2 rabbits at once. When he was 4, he threw a boulder and knocked out a bear. When he was 6, he spent all of his time at the pleasure hall wasting the castle's money. And when he was 8, he went to the gambling part of it by himself and started a brawl with some hot-blooded gamblers. When he was 9, he was blacklisted by Yakuza and repaid them by setting the gambling parlor on fire, instigating a gang war. Then, that was at the age of 10. While serving his time at the quarries, he showed his ability, He even became a master stonemason, which is something in the Kozuki's blood. Then he came back as a better person, and when Oden-san was 14 years old, the capital suffered a drought, The wells dried up, and he could not stand watching people suffer, and he changed the river's course and made it flow into the capital. And then he got issued by a arrest warrant again when he tries to leave the country, etc. Then by the age of 15, he strong-armed a mountain temple master and stayed there. He even brought back women from the capital every night and formed a harem. Eventually, those were the woman's boyfriends, parents, and husbands, and they gotten so mad they went to go after him. And then he goes like, "Come on, bring it then," And then there's a harem war, And going to 18 years old, he's already causing more trouble, and his father goes decides to disavow him or something, or disown him or something, Eventually, we get to see a scene with Hyogoro realizing Kinemon's on the march and tells his men to I want you guys to go after him, okay? Catch him and flay him alive. Don't go after him alone though, because it's pretty dangerous here and there, And we get to know that Kinemon, the guys who had a baby white boar, and Kinemon tries to steal money from his friend in the store, and later on, decides to steal the white boar from them after he lost his clothing, and he was about to he got caught stealing money again, you know, that kind of thing. We have two that Kinemon beats up the guys that has the baby white boar, and he's trying to sell it, you know, but unfortunately there's a big no-no on that. Let me get to that just a moment. We go to a scene where we see Denjiro, you know, like he was entrusted with 60 silver coins, and then he bought a pot that's 30 silver coins, but he says, hey, can I have a bigger part? And he says, yeah, that's 60 silver coins. But he goes like, hey, how about this? I take this, I gave you 30 silver coins already, right? And I'm gonna give you like this silver pot for also extra. That's also 30. So does that count? He's like, yeah, sure, why not? And later on, Denjiro just takes it with them. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking funny, you know. It's so like so righteous too. It's just hilarious how he did it. Like he saved 30 coins by freaking like fooling the guy, you know. Like for example, he bought a pot for 30 silver coins, right? Then he says, oh, can I have that bigger part instead? That's 60 silver coins. But he goes, I just gave you 30, so I'll give this back to you, right? He doesn't realize that he refunded the pot. That'll be an extra 30. Oh man, I love Denjiro, man. That was pretty cool. And we have to it that like Denjiro is actually an orphan, you know, in the capital. Then we get to see a scene where Kinemon tries to ask Denjiro about this baby white boar, but Denjiro's like, hey man, this is bad news. If you don't return this to the parent, all hell's gonna break loose, because we got a rumor or legend about a mountain god that's a freaking size of a mountain, which is why we call it a mountain god. And we get to see like the piglet's parent running amok in the capital, and then Oden hears the story and goes like, hey, that's an interesting story you said right there. I want you guys to give me that baby white boar, while the mountain god, the piglet's parent, is running amok or chaos, you know. And then the episode ends off there, etc. So yeah, we get to know that Kurozumi Orochi seems to know the plans of the Red Samurai, and he ruins it by destroying bridges, ports, and their ships in the Thousand Sunny. And let's see here, we also get to see like Oden's flashback. We get to see the beginning of it, which like I said, I'm repeating myself again, that I'm looking forward to see how Toei handles it, you know. I mean, so far they actually adapted like a nice amount of pace with some filler in it, and I don't mind filler as long as it flows in correctly. It fits well for me and everything else, you know. Looking forward to the next episode, and I'm really hoping like Toei does a good job, man, because Kozuki Oden is a cool guy. I mean, call me crazy Melanakis, but you'll find out soon enough if you're an anime only watcher. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.